your whole life, undefeated, but you grind to feed your kids and to make better for your family. I always say everything got a price. Because people say, like, I love my dog. I get $100. No, I get $1,000. No, I get $100,000. Hey, you can have him. Like, my thought is everything has a price. There is not a number that can get you back in that ring. 80 million, 100 million.
Nah, because now you selling your soul.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you. Now we know your character. Sometimes, you know, you look at people and you be like, dang, man, you ain't got no dignity. You ain't got no morals. Like, come on, man. Like, what you gonna stand for if everything is about money? Like, I never was in a sport because of money. You know, of course, I was in a sport to make money, but I wanted to be a world champion. You know, I wanted to do something that I set my sights out to do as a little boy. And money wasn't the motivation. Me being a world champion was the motivation. Me accomplishing all the things that I've accomplished along the way on my journey, you know, it was extra credit. It was extra credit because it's coming from the hood. It was like, man, I just want to be a world champion because that's just my dream. So when I became a world champion, it was just like, man, all this other stuff is like a cherry on the top. Like, you know what I mean?
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim and a few Aquath who may be listening. We the brothers from the GMS camp here in Chicago.
I'm the brother Yedaya.
I'm the brother Batakallah, and Lord willing, this will be a quick and edifying lesson. All right, and the title of this lesson is These Sellouts Are Losing. All right, and as you heard in that clip played earlier, you know, the Lord is really starting to reveal things and reveal the mindset and the thought process of all of these people that, you know, this world holds in high esteem. All right, whether it be with these Epstein files or with clips like that where these dudes who you people revere and you people look up to let you know that they all about the dollar. They'll sell their soul, they'll do whatever if money is involved. All right. And hey, the Lord is coming back to destroy people like that and to destroy all of the money, all this material shit that these people give their life up for. The Lord is coming back to destroy all of that. They building their life up and doing all this shit for it all to be burned up when Yahushua comes back. And the only thing that you're going to have once that is through is your works. And if your works are profitable, you will receive salvation. If your works are not profitable, you're going to get left down here. And then you're going to come back in the kingdom with your head hanging low because you was wicked. All right. And you turned your back on Yahushua. But we're going to get these precepts. Lord willing, this will be edifying. This is Matthew 16:26. It says, For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? And the answer is nothing. That's a priceless thing that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai gave us. All right. And our job is to preserve it and to use the life that we've been given in service of the Lord, man.
That's right.
And these niggas, they don't do that, man. They live their life in service of anything but, whether it be themselves, whether it be the woman, whether it be they family, whatever. You know, all of that is idolatry. You put anything before Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you're an idolater. It don't gotta be you don't gotta just be a Muslim to be an idolater. Anything can be an idol. Anything that you put over Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is an idol. All right. Is Matthew chapter 4 and verse 8. It says, Again, the devil took him up into an exceeding high mountain and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and saith unto him, All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Then saith Yahushai unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship Yahweh thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. All right, and these niggas that you people look up to, They was all given this same deal, this same opportunity, if you want to call it. And instead of having integrity and putting things in the proper perspective and keeping the Lord first, these niggas decided to be selfish and take the easy way out, thinking that they could come up another way, searching for glory on this side, when it's not for us to get glory on this side. We here to be punished, and it's not for us to get our glory before Yahushua gets his glory. See, when these niggas sell out and when they do all this shit to become of a status and of esteem in this world, really what they saying is that they better than Yahushua, and they want their glory before he gets his glory. All right, and that's going off.
Yep, and that's the secret that they all have in common. They all bow down and they're worshiping Satan, man. That's the secret to getting the riches of this world. But as we're going into, it's really fleeting. You know, it's going to result in destruction.
That's right.
This 1 Timothy 6:5, it says, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself. And Jake's whole mind is they had a mindset that they got to accumulate things. They got to have all these carnal things. When really is better with little and the fear of the Lord. It says, but godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after they have erred through the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. And these Jake's pursuit of increasing and gaining led them to doing all manner of evilness. You know, you have all the shameful spewing coming out on the EP files. You know, all of the satanic rituals and worshiping that take place behind the scenes. All of this is being brought to the Yahushua is bringing all these things to the forefront. It says, but thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, and meekness. Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. So, we're to fight for the spiritual things, fight for the Lord, not for the carnal treats of this world.
That's right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. All right, so we're not looking to establish ourselves in that manner in this world. Now, if the Lord bless us with certain things, or bless us with opportunities that we can fulfill while continuing to be lawful and continuing to keep the Lord first, then of course we're going to take those opportunities and not only be a help to ourselves, but be a help to the body as a whole. All right. But the problem that these Jakes got is that they put that above everything. All right. These like, you know, like we read in the Matthew 4, you know, these Jakes are given a decision on whether they're going to put the Lord first or they're going to put making money first and become satanic worshipers. And they choose to be satanic so that they can get paid, man. All right, and also so that they can lead other Jakes down that path. All right, because hey, guess what? These niggas, all these famous niggas, got all you regular Jakes out here being satanic, and you're not even getting paid for that shit. You know, all you Christians, you're satanic. All you Muslims, you're satanic. If you're not worshiping Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, everything else is the same thing. It's all witchcraft. It's all wicked. It's all satanic. You know, but see, that's why we are focused on the kingdom. That's why we are looking to what's coming to us. We're not worried about what's going on here because we understand that this place is going to get destroyed. Whatever you break your back for and work hard for, other than the salvation of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is going to get destroyed here, man. Whether you get it in righteousness or in wickedness. All right, when the elect get beamed up, Lord willing, we are that number. The Lord is not beaming your car up with you to get on the chariot, man. You're going to get beamed up, and then you'll receive your new body and so on and so forth. But every material thing that you gained or had in this world is going to get destroyed. Now, we're going to get 100-fold in the kingdom, but the point is, you don't need to be too invested in gaining and being the nigga with all the new shit or whatever it is here, because all this shit is gonna get destroyed. Go ahead.
It's like it's all vain. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, 2 Peter 3rd chapter talks about how the heavens shall be on fire. Hey, everything. Hey, this stuff is gonna be burnt up, man. The Lord is coming back for his people, man. You know, I got two for you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
There's Proverbs 23:4. It says, "Labor not to be rich, cease from thy own wisdom." And hey, Jake, in the world, they'll set their mind on a carnal things and totally disregard the Lord.
Yeah.
It says, "Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings; they fly away as an eagle toward heaven." And especially if you're an Israelite, man, all of that is fleeting riches.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And this is Luke 12 and verse 15. And he said, and this was Yahushua, it says, "And he said unto them, Take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth." And Jake put all their importance based off what they have in this world. When really the Lord don't give a fuck about what you have in this world. He cares about the inner man.
Yeah.
It says, "And he spake a parable unto them, saying, The ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentiful. And he thought within himself, saying, What shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. And he said, This will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater. And there I will bestow all my fruits and my goods." So you had a rich man. He had a lot of substance. You know, he like, shit, I got all this. I need to build greater.
Yep.
It says, "I will say to my soul, Soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry." So he said, "I'm good. I got this. I can relax now. I got, I got something crazy stacked up."
Beautiful family. Yeah, all that.
It says, "But God said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided?" And the Lord came and take him out.
That's right.
You know. It says, "So is he that layeth up treasures for himself is not rich toward the Most High." So you can have a yacht, a couple mansions, but as the scriptures say, that which is highly esteemed amongst men is an abomination sight of the Lord.
That's right.
You got all these rappers, athletes that did all of these wicked things, which the Lord knows.
Yeah.
And then if you up on the knowledge, but the average Joe just esteem these guys as these Dwayne Wade's fucking. Going into the different examples.
Yeah.
But they don't see what you had to do behind the scenes to get that, man.
That's right.
Hey,
that's why the scriptures say that, roughly paraphrasing, it'll be easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to make it into the kingdom. Mm-hmm. Now that's talking about multiple. It's a manifold statement because, hey, when you serving the Lord, you got to be willing to turn your back on everything. Mm-hmm. And a lot of these rich motherfuckers, they wouldn't turn their back or trade in their riches if that's what was asked of them by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But secondfold, these niggas that got the bread, it's not wicked to have nice things, but in order to have nice things and be on top in this society, more than likely you got to be wicked to get on that level, man. Mm-hmm. Point blank, period. And most of these wicked motherfuckers, they not going to repent. All right? But I wanted you to go back, read that verse at the top of that Luke where it say the
Luke
covetousness.
12 and 15, "And he said unto them, Take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of the things which he possesseth."
All right, hey, and see, when you have that mindset of, I want to be on top in this society, I want to be on the same level as Esau in this society, you're really being covetous, all right? Mm-hmm. This society is Esau's blessing. This society is not for us. When you want to go and try to put yourself on that level, you really being covetous because you want to be like Esau.
You would do anything to obtain that.
Yeah. And hey, our blessing is to come. We're not worried about this shit here. Like I said, if the Lord bless you with something that you're able to still keep things in perspective, you still able to serve the Lord and put the Lord first, that's different. But these niggas not thinking like that, man. Mm-hmm. All right. This is Proverbs 11:4. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. All right, so hey, man, at the end of the day, first of all, this whole society is about to collapse. The dollar is collapsing. You got these Chinese, Russian, these BRICS motherfuckers setting up backdoor deals and making deals, not including the U.S. dollar. It's only a matter of time before this shit is over with, man. And you niggas want to sell out for all this shit, and it's not worth nothing. All right? But that's why we are investing in this holy treasure now, trying to put our stuff up in a heavenly bank account so that, Lord willing, we can reap the rewards of that, man. Because all you niggas that's doing all this wicked shit and trying to get over and come up another way, you're going to be destroyed. The Lord going to give you over to your own devices, and you're going to get fucked up out here, man. This Proverbs 10:2, it says, treasures of wickedness profiteth nothing, but righteousness delivereth from death. And so the only way onto those chariots that's coming is by proving your faith with works of righteousness, man. That's it.
Believing in Yahweh Shai.
That's it, man. You know, ain't no nigga finna be able to $10 million his way onto the chariot,
Right.
man.
Buy a seat on the chariot.
It's not happening.
Right.
All right.
Get a Lord of bride.
The only way you can buy your ticket on the chariot is by making your body a living sacrifice for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and that's how you make your payment. Ain't gonna be no I'll give you $1 billion, man. Ain't gonna be none of that.
Yeah, the nigga Jay-Z, he can't buy no salvation. Man.
yeah. 500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z. Ain't gonna be none of that shit, man. This Sirach chapter 14 and verse 2, it says, blessed is he whose conscience hath not condemned him, and who is not fallen from his hope in Yahweh. And see, that's the thing about these niggas that sell out. They lost their hope in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They lost their hope in the Lord. All these niggas that's Jake, even if they not necessarily all the way hip with the knowledge, when you know whenever they decide to make their deal, because make no mistake, once they sell out and they are in cahoots with Esau tell them what the truth is, because they have to be told what they can and can't say to Jake, you know. But prior to that, some of these Jakes may or may not be 100% hip on the knowledge, but Jake still, our spirit still beareth witness that we the children of the Most High. These niggas still know that the Lord is real and all that. And instead of having faith that the Lord is going to end up making everything right in the end, these niggas sell out and they try to come up another way and make their own way out here. Verse 3, it says, riches are not comely for a niggard, and what should an envious man do with money? All right, and like I said, these Jakes really got the spirit of a covetous, envious person, because this is Esau society, and you envying the devil, and that drives you to do all manner of wicked things trying to get on his same level. Go ahead.
This Sirach 10:9, it says, why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such as one set of his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he cast away his bowels. And as the brother going into, you had that cat, you know, on the clip that we paid. He said, look, for 100 mil, you can have my soul. Basically, if somebody offered him 100 mil, he'd do anything, man. Get bent over, sacrifice his mother, whatever. And that's the spirit of all of these Jakes that sell out, man.
That's right.
Do any detestable abomination, you know, for gain.
That's right. This is Sirach chapter 14 and verse 4. It says, he that gathereth by defrauding his own soul gathereth for others that shall spend his goods riotously. All right, and yeah, that's talking about these devils, because they all the riches that they have, they stole it. And, you know, at the end of the day, the elect is going to collect all those things back. But hey, even for these niggas that's wicked, look at what happens to these niggas. They sell out, they do all this shit. They marry a bitch, and then when the bitch leave them, she take all the fucking money. Leave the nigga broke. These devils take all they fucking money. You step out of line with this devil after you done made all that bread, these devils take that shit right out your bank account. You know? So it's no way you're not gonna come up another way and get one over on Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Y'all think these Jakes that's selling out is living good, and really you in a better case than they are. They life suck, man. All they can do is go in and stun on other niggas. They can't stun on no Edomites. And at the end of the day, they have to live with all of the things that they have to do on a regular basis. It's not just some, oh, you kill your mama one time and then you good for life. No, nigga, you got to keep making payments to these devils, man. It ain't no stopping. All right? Just like how we got to keep putting in work for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai until Yahushai come back and Lord willing deliver us. It's the same thing with these niggas dealing with them devils, man. You want to stay in the light. You want to stay so-called living a good life. You got to keep making payments on that, man. This verse 5, it says, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. And that's what happens to these jakes. And then the niggas always be wondering, oh, well, why don't these niggas ever help their family out? Or why don't these niggas ever give back to the community? Because these niggas they wicked, man. If these niggas willing to sell out and do all this abominable shit to get some money, what makes you think they're going to try to take any of that money and do something good for somebody else, man? It's not going to fucking happen. And that's why these jakes are always miserable. They don't even get to enjoy the riches that they sold out for. That's why these niggas be smoked out, leaned out. A lot of these niggas unalive they self.
Unhappy.
Exactly. Just miserable motherfuckers, man. Go ahead.
This Sirach 14:8, it says, the envious man having a wicked eye, he turneth away his face and despiseth men. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drive up his soul. Hey, look at the nigga Jay-Z. Wicked, man.
Yeah.
You know? It says, a wicked eye envious his bread, and he is a niggard at his table.
Yeah, man. And hey, you know, this shit says a lot about a person. See, when what we understand in this truth, and really Jake understands this in they heart of hearts, because like I said earlier, you know, our spirit beareth record that we the people of the Most High. Jake knows that once this kingdom is over, that the next kingdom is going to be for us, and that the Lord is going to come back, and when the Lord come back, things are going to be in our favor. Jake knows that deep down in their heart of hearts, but that's not good enough for them, man. The Lord promised us eternity, but that's not good enough for these niggas. They want their money, and they want it now. And that's why they end up doing what they do. Read that again, bro.
It's Sirach 14:8. It says, the envious man having wicked eye, he turneth away his face and despiseth men. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drive up his soul. A wicked eye envies his bread, and he is a niggard at his table.
All right, and that's what you see out here, man. Straight plumb fool ass niggas, man. And that's who get exalted. Those are the leaders of the nigger community. And this is who your kids look up to. This is who your little brother look up to.
Sellouts.
Not a righteous man of the Lord. You know? But hey, it is what it is. See, we understand that that's where we at. And we don't get offended that that's what we got to deal with now, because we understand that in eternity, Lord willing, if we endure to the end, we're going to be exalted, and it's going to be forever. It ain't going to be no, you got to kill your mama next week if you want to keep being the man. Ain't going to be none of that, man.
Yeah, we're content. You know, these jakes that we're going into, these jakes, hey, just having a little and waiting on the Lord, that don't sound good to them, man.
Yeah.
They want their money, and they want it now.
That's right.
You know, and like we're going into, they'll do anything to get that, man. Despise their family members, kill off their family members, you know, break their morals, you know, go contrary to everything that they've been taught, you know.
All of the above, man. You know, because they don't have faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We wholeheartedly know, ain't no believe, we know that the Lord is going to deliver on his promises. The only thing that we that's in the unknown is if we're going to endure as individuals to receive those blessings. And we pray every day that we continue to endure and do endure so we can receive salvation. But whether or not you make it or I make it or this brother make it, Yahweh Shai coming back to destroy this fucking place, regardless of any of that. We just are trying to be on the right side of things when it happens, man. And that's the mindset that you need to have instead of worrying about right now. All right. Now you get your daily bread, you take care of your responsibilities, but you don't look to we're not looking to get ahead here, man. We're not trying to build a mansion on the Titanic, man. This motherfucker is going down. And you're gonna end up getting caught in the sauce trying to do some extra shit.
Yeah, I got one real quick.
God.
This 1 Peter 1, I hit 15. It says, "But as he which have called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation." Separate, sanctified, in your life. It says, "Because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy. And if ye call on a Father who without respect of persons judge of according to every man's work, pass the time of your sojourning here in fear." You see, and we're not here for the long goal and to obtain this and obtain that. We're here on a pilgrimage. We're looking forward and heading toward the kingdom of heaven. As we're going into take care of your daily things you got to take care of, but our eyes on the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
It's
all good.
Yeah, that was all.
Khan. Well, with that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akim and a few Aquath who may be listening. All right, stay prayed up. Keep the faith and know Yahweh Shai is coming back, man. Don't think, don't guess. You got to know that that's going to happen, man. All right, and set your mindset up with that in mind, all right? But Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Baba Ball.
Baba Ball, Shalom.